I'm one like many who has been influenced by art. We got Da Vinci, Van Gogh, Caravaggio, and if you don't stop me there, I can really go on forever. I mean, these old artists were peak. But what about even more current forms of art, like video games, if you even consider that art? And even more recently, manga or animation have become a lot more popular in mainstream media. Years of my life have been dedicated to refining my understanding of art, and it's by reflecting on that time that I've come to terms with my fascination in it. Simply said, I love art. Well, that may be the case for me, but why do so many other people gravitate towards art? I feel it's the sense of uniqueness and that moment of sonder one can have when taking art in. Nah, I'm sounding that smart. That thought that someone who lived a whole different life than me built an art style and skill set to be able to create this, or whatever piece of art you're talking about. It's something that often rings in my head when I'm like going through the internet and seeing all this fire art. Other than that, most art just looks awesome. I mean, using my own art to show this might not bring that same spark, but people nowadays are like so creative. And with the technology of our time, we have hundreds of ways to express that creativity. I believe most people have a similar reaction to myself. I mean, there's a reason why so many artists on YouTube, Instagram, or Twitter have posts that gain hundreds of thousands of likes. And I mean, if I'm just making this up, I'll admit it. But look, the numbers don't lie. And hear me out. I mean, this isn't just a video glazing art, because I mean, it's easy to do that. I'm just going a roundabout way to explain how I feel art impacts us. And more ways than another, it just tickles that part of your brain that wants to take over, like accomplishing your childhood dreams or whatever ambitious goals you have. You're able to create whatever. I mean, you can create a world where humans are 70% orange juice and where we need an apple a day to stay alive. I feel like other artists apply this takeover mentality to the real world, but I just can't remember who. Point is, I believe so many people have been hopping on the artist wave because it's a level of expression that's unmatched. So how does art actually change you? Well, it may seem like a basic subject to cover, but art is so diverse nowadays that you've probably engaged in it without even knowing. I'd be very surprised if that was true though. Whether you're painting, reading, or playing video games, you're immersing yourself in a world you're creating, or a world that someone else painted for you to see. Depending on what it is, these platforms give the creators the freedom to manipulate the person interacting with it. That's how you can watch a movie and cry, despite it not being real. But that's only when we get so immersed into it that it feels real. However, this isn't the only way art can affect you. Engaging in what I'll call creatively stimulating content is what I feel mainly changes people. Talking about video games, I recently played a game called Persona 5, and despite it being a video game, I fell in love with the stylism, music, and art shown in the game itself. By playing this game, I was able to appreciate the things it checked off of my list of features that make a game good to me, while also loving what it excelled in outside of basic game features. One big takeaway I took away from Persona 5 is its amazing UI. I mean, I never paused the game and got slapped in the face with the menu. It was so jarring to see so much love put into something that has no expectations to be good. A good example is the Castle Crashers pause menu, if you heard of that game. Even though it's bland in comparison to Persona 5's, it still has a charm of its own. Persona 5's pause menu made something that used to be only used for basic settings, something I had mad fun messing with. Obviously this video isn't about Persona, but it was just one of the many games that helped me see video games as something more than just something to pass the time with. Moreover, stylism is a quality that I resonate a lot with, and that usually aligns with the way something is showcased. Going out the way to make your book have special colors in the pages, making a movie with seamless cuts, or like I mentioned before, making a pause menu cool. These are things that stick with you after you finish a movie, a game, or whatever book or piece of art you interact with. It's that little detail that makes it stick out from the rest. That same thing can be applied to art. I hope this isn't getting confusing. When studying artists who go above and beyond, creating characters, scenes, or worlds that can only exist in their eyes, it gives you hope that the world is changing, that people want to evolve, that there's people out there who don't want to continue using the same old formula, that we still want to break barriers and create things young rebels can grab onto. Spinning back to what I said in the beginning, People are subconsciously attracted to what's different. We love when something has layers. That's how so many people can love Kendrick Lamar despite never even listening to his music. It's because he's known for writing lyrics that are deeper than what's shown, making music that's open enough to allow for a more intimate experience with the listener, while simultaneously creating music that sounds good to the average ear. Art as a whole changed me because it gave me the hope that we'll never stop growing. I hope you enjoyed this video. I put some deep thought into it, and for my first video, I think I did pretty good. Here are some of my socials, and God bless you for taking the time to listen to me talk. Peace.